Okay, so I just got done watching A Good Day to Die Hard. This is the most hated Die Hard film out of them all. Even if you talk to the lesser Die Hard fans of this franchise, even they agree that this film is awful. But for myself, at least upon this viewing, I enjoyed this movie. If I'm being honest, I enjoyed this movie. This is ridiculous, dumb fun. Like, this is a top movie. If you just want to just see shits and giggles and just see like over the top and just loud action sequences, this is the film for you. This is A Good Day to Die Hard is a perfect example of an action movie you want to watch when drunk, because that's how I watch this. And I think that's why I am being as positive to this movie in this review as I am, because there's actually a lot of things I enjoyed in this movie. Like, it's non-stop action. Like, there's all of the action. Like, there's a lot of money. There's a lot of special effect shots throughout the film. There's a lot of money displayed on screen, and it's all highly entertaining. It's very big. It's a very large scale action. Like, the first action scene that happens is like a car crash, and like there's like millions of cars that that are exploding in the air and that are getting like crushed, and it's a highly entertaining action scene. And even the climax of this film that takes place at Chernobyl, I really enjoyed that sequence. I thought it was I thought it was dumb. Like all of the logic in it, I mean, is stupid. Is stupid. But just as a film that's like this film, it's not trying to be based in reality. Like to me, this is not a film that's trying to be based in reality. This is a film that's just trying to be entertaining, um, and it does its job really well as being an action movie. I would say if this is the type of action I guess you want. Um, but yeah, what else is there to say? Bruce Willis. I think this is like Bruce Willis. Like, he's now I guess known as the king of video on demand movies. Like, he is in like at least 12 movies a year now. Like, if you go on his IMDb, like he has like 5 movies filming, and then like 12 others in like pre-production, and they're all like lesser known like action movies, and he's in them for like 5 to 10 minutes, and his performance is is the same in every movie. But I thought he was actually pretty good in this movie. I think his delivery in with some lines is pretty good. Like when he says "Yippee ki motherfucker," which is the iconic line in this franchise. That I thought was really bad. Like, there is no emotion. He just kind of says it, and we are supposed to just accept it. And yeah, I thought his delivery with that line, I thought it was I thought the way he said it in the first movie was incredible. Like, that's incredible delivery. But in this one, it just doesn't feel like he's quite trying when he's delivering the lines. But then in some other scenes, like his line delivery is actually pretty alright. But then, as as far as his performance goes, I think he's serviceable. Like, he definitely takes a back seat. Like, Jai Courtney is definitely the front man here. Like, this is a story very much. This is a story about father and son. Like, this is, and how their relationship is kind of like it is broken at the start, but then as the film progresses, there's this more family dynamic to it. And so I think this film, I think, is very the story. It's in the theme of this franchise in particular is very much family. I feel like that's been a consistent theme throughout this franchise, and um, and that's probably one of the biggest positives I can say. Like, on top of the action, is the chemistry between Bruce Willis and Jai Courtney. Like, you can understand why Jai Courtney doesn't like his dad, um, but then there's certain conversations he overhears in the film where Bruce Willis is explaining how when he was younger, he was working so much as a cop and trying to earn that money, like to be a good dad, that he forgot he forgot that bonding time, and I thought that was a really cool and interesting relationship to be explained throughout the film, and I think that was a good relationship that did going from Act One into Act Three. I thought that was actually a pretty good relationship, like seeing how it starts off as a hate relationship and then going into a more, I guess, accepting relationship towards the end, because the final shot of this film, it's definitely resembling like family. Because it ends on the shot where you see Jai Courtney's girlfriend and Jai Courtney and then Bruce Willis all in the same shot. I feel like that's a shot that's very much resembling that family theme that's consistent throughout these films. I'm trying to think of what else I can say in this film. Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot to talk about that. The villain reveal. There's parts of this reveal I like. I mean, the first time you watch this movie, I feel like it's surprising to, but then the second time you're kind of looking at it through a new lens, like, okay, this guy's a villain, and and he's working with Bruce Willis and Jai Courtney throughout the film, and then you find out that he's actually that he's after this file, but then you find out that it was all about money. And I think while his motivation, I think, is very dull and it's not well written, like the reveal, I think in scenes throughout the film, like you can see what's happening through his point of view. Like looking at it, at least for me, watching this viewing, knowing who the villain is, I could kind of see in certain scenes that, like, oh, I can see how this guy was trying to do this to get Bruce Willis to this spot. Like, I could kind of see that. But I think as a reveal and as a die-hard villain, like, this movie kind of has two villains. Like, it has a guy who dances with a carrot, don't know his name, and then you have, and then you have the other guy who was in prison at the start of this film. Once again, don't know his name. This is a very forgettable villain. Well, villains, should I say, but yeah. I wasn't a massive fan of the reveal, but I can kind of accept it, but then I feel like the execution and how it's all explained to the audience, I think, is really bad. But I think this movie has some good moments in it, and I think this is, and I feel like the only reason why I'm giving this movie as much of a pass is maybe because I was drunk watching it, and and I feel like that's maybe why I'm so accepting. But who knows? Maybe a couple of days from now, I'll look back on this review and I'll be like, Dove, what were you thinking? A Good Day to Die Hard is an awful movie, but like, I had a good time with this movie. I had a good time watching it drunk. I had a fun time. This is a really entertaining film. This is a very entertaining film if you are drunk. But if you're looking at it from a Die Hard movie, yes, he says the lines. Yes, there is the F word in here. Yes, there are those iconic lines. But, does that really make a Die Hard movie? Like, action, does that really make a Die Hard movie? I mean, I guess the Die Hard movies have always been more about the family and the characters and the story and the villain. Like, they are amazing things in the first 4 movies, I would say. Like, the 4th movie is with, is with the technology kind of based route, and then the first movie is based in, is in that not the, I know the name. I cannot think of it as of now, but yeah, like, it was in that skyscraper building in that hotel. The first one's the best. Second one, I think, was with the plane, was with the terrorist, if I'm remembering that correctly. But yeah, I enjoyed A Good Day to Die Hard. I'm probably the only one online who will actually speak positive, about this movie. But yeah. So anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments, have you seen A Good Day to Die Hard, and what did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you think it was meh, or did you really not like it? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. So anyways, guys, you have a good rest of your day, evening or night, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye.